Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to Future Dimensions 360. As you guys know, in our last tutorial we had talked about keys as a props. In our current tutorial we will be talking about indexes as a keys. Let's go on and see how it works and how we can make indexes as a key and where it is required to use indexes as a key. This is our same project we are using last time. Let me go in my student list, and as you guys see, like this is what we have done last time. What I will do is I will comment this code, this one for the students, and I just want the name for the students this time only. Okay, let me do it in a way like this, and I'll say I have the name only for the student. For example, Ali. For example, the second name is Umar, and then I have, for example, Fatima. So like this I'll have couple of names that I will be using in my mapping method. So here let's remove this one age directly. Let me go down here to my student and let me remove this one, and here I'll just say student. Let me remove age from here also. So the student will come here and it will be passed into student component, and in the student component will be spawning student name only. Let me move to the key and let me remove this key and let me save it and go to the browser and let me try to reload it. Student name is Ali. My console is giving some error. So what is this error? It's saying each child in a list should have a unique props. So in this example, guys, you can see like I don't have any key to pass, anything to pass as any ID like unique ID to pass it as key. What I will do is I will pass the student name as key directly. Student, like I can pass the student name as keys as well. So I had passed it and save, and I'll go to my browser and I'll reload it. You guys see that there is no error in my console now. What will happen? It's possible that two students will have the same name. For example, this is Umar and there is another Umar as well. It's really possible. This probability is very much that you will find a lot of name duplication. Sorry. Once you will go here, then you will see again a console have an error. The error console is saying encounter two children with the same key. Key is Umar. So you have two same keys for the children's or for li item, that is Umar, and key must be unique. So in these kind of scenarios, what you have to do is you can use the index. How you can get the index? In the mapping method, first parameter is the object or value saved in the index. Like first time Ali is going, second time Umar is going, third time Fatima is going as a value. In case of this array, first time this object is going, in second iteration this object is going same as it's going here in the student, and second you can take index. So second parameter you can take index, that will give you the index value like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can take this index and you can use it as key as well. Let me pass this index as key. I'll go ahead and try to reload it, and you guys see like my problem is solved and there is no error in my console anymore. But there are some scenarios you will be facing problems with index also. Let me go ahead and show you with an example. I had write some code for to do already. As you guys, you are beginners, so let's just neglect it. Let's take it as an example only. Let me comment out and show you my to-dos. This is my to-do, and the to-do is saying four different things. The first thing is saying add new at the start. There is one row. First one is showing the index in the array of this list. Second one is showing the ID. Third one is showing the value, and the fourth one is showing what time we are going to create it. If I'll click on add new, it will add another, sorry, let me reload it. I'll click add new at the end. There are four different options. I have it in this studio. One is add new at the start. I can add new to the item, or this you can say the row at the beginning or at the end. Then I can sort them by the this time from earliest to the latest to the old one, or from old one to the latest one. This is from latest to the old, and this is from old to the latest. Let me go ahead and try to add two more rows at the end, and you guys see I had added three different rows. Now I will do here, I will add some values. One, for example here 2, for example here 3. I had added three different values. Now I want to add another row at the beginning. And here in this li items, if I'll go to my elements here, I can show you I am using in the table in this tr, I am using key is actually in DOM, it's not appearing. Let's just neglect this one right now, but I am using in this row index as key. Every index, like here 0 is the key, here 1 is the key, 2 is the key for the identification of this mapping method. So I had added the value. Now I will move forward and try to add another row at the beginning. Before I added two rows at the end. Now I will add one row at the beginning. When I will add one row at the beginning, these values should be like 1, 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. This should be here, should be 4 appearing. The index will be 0 for sure. The ID 4 will appear at the top, and the first item will be empty, and the latest timestamp. Let me go ahead and see what will happen. You guys see 0 is added perfectly, it's fine. The ID is 4, it's perfectly fine. The created time is 10:3:53. Perfectly fine. But the value in this item is not nice. It should be empty, and this should be 1, this should be 2, and this should be 3. How it works? It's the React says that once you I'll go ahead in this video later on and show you this with an example how it works, but this is one of the problem of using indexes as a keys. So you have to avoid these kind of problems. Keep it in your mind, take a note of it. We will be discussing the actual functionality in detail after explanation of another scenario. Let me go ahead for another scenario. For example, I have same problem. Now I'll just reload the page. I will say add, for example, 1, 2, 3 items at the beginning and 2 items at the end. And now just sort it out. 1, for example 2, for example 3, 4, 5 and 6. So let me sort it out from earliest to latest. The one that is added at the beginning should come at the top. Let me sort it out. You can see the sorting is really done very nicely. Okay, the earliest is coming at the top, and then second and fourth, but these item with value 1, 2, 3, 4 doesn't change. It's on the same place. This is another issue with React, with the keys as an index. So keep it in mind. You have some sort of scenarios where you cannot use index as key. You must use identifiers or specific ID. Let me go ahead and discuss with you with the help of example in detail so you guys can understand it much better. So you guys see, like this was an example. For example, I have one li element key having 0 index and 1 is the value. Then 1 index, 2 is the value, 3 index, 3 is the value. What will happen? I want to add another value at the top. So what will happen? React will check 0 key, 0 is available there, perfectly available. 1 is, 2 is, 3 is. React will add all the 4 elements, but on top it will render the element ID 0 always. Key should be updated with the 0 for the first element. Then one React will take this virtual DOM into it, compare both together, and React will say, hey, I had added all these values here. Now let me add some values for these li items as well. I have values for 0, 1, 2 already, and React will add for values for 0, 1, 2 already, and 3 should be empty. Why? Because React is giving first key to the top element in the array always. This is the limitation, and you guys should not use index as a key in specific you can say problems. Let me tell you when you should not use index as key. The first one is the item in your list. Like for example, when you can use index as a key, like index you should use as a key only in case in your list what you are using there is no unique id available. Only that time you can go index as key. Second thing, the list must be static and will not be changing at dynamically. Your list should be static, it should not change at runtime. The list will never be order and filter. As I told you guys at the end, like the list should not be reorder and filtered. In these three different places you can use index as a key. Other than that, you must keep a specific unique id in your list to identify each item in the mapping method for the best performances. I hope you guys understand. Please don't forget to subscribe and like our channel. See you soon inshallah in the next video. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.